Noob review.
Hello and welcome to a noobreview.com video preview. This time we're taking a glance back in time to the year 2002 and looking at the Gamecube launch title, Luigi's Mansion. Today I am joined by Mr. Adam Radcliffe.
Hello. Nice to see you.
And our illustrious noobreview.com editor-in-chief, Mr. Tom Wallis.
Hello, sir. Oh, this is already creeping me out, the memories.
Oh, God. How long ago was this?
2002, 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
In fact, May 2002 as well, so pretty much exactly 10 years ago.
Oh, it's like some sort of anniversary video.
It is, kind of. If you were married to Luigi for the last 10 years.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
Late.
Especially in this house.
To get married in this house, which... yeah. It still looks great.
It does, doesn't it? I suppose my first question is, have either of you played this game before?
Oh man, I played this so much. I played every single bit of it. I did everything. I captured every ghost. I loved it.
Oh my God. This looks brilliant. I've never played it before, believe it or not.
So Adam, you've never played this before. This is your first time seeing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know of it. It was one of a very popular game on the GameCube. I think it was a launch title.
Indeed it was.
Yeah. It was one of the best-selling. Fifth best-selling, actually, if I remember correctly.
Well remembered. Have you got a cheat sheet?
No. I just store all this stuff in my brain.
Well, I always describe Luigi's Mansion to my friends as being the greatest Ghostbusters game ever made.
Yeah,
because,
I think that's a fair comment. If you've got a Wii, it must be noted that you can play this on your Wii. GameCube discs do work in your Wii, so we encourage you to get hold of it and, for the love of God, play it.
Indeed, it is one of the finest Nintendo games ever made. Now, what we've done here is we've cut out some of the introductory tutorial stuff. We're just going to show you some basic highlights from the first couple of hours of the game.
Professor, what's happened so you can catch up? He's given him the Poltergust 3000, which is on his back, along with the Game Boy Horror, I believe it was called.
Indeed.
Which allows him to have a look at the ghosts that he's trying to capture and contact Professor E. Gadd, which is an awful name for a character, but that's so Nintendo. What I'm forgetting is the whole point of Luigi coming to this mansion. I'm not sure, was it properly explained in the game?
Doesn't Mario get kidnapped?
It was very briefly explained. He got a letter in the post telling him he'd won a mansion, and he was like, "Oh, I do not remember entering any competitions. I should go check it out." And when he gets there, he finds it's haunted.
There is the most racist and deductive impression of Luigi ever done, ever committed to video.
I believe it is also the most accurate.
And I loved it.
Thank you. But yes, once he got here, he's found the place is haunted, and it was a trap.
Oh
so
my
what
God.
you may have just noticed there is that Luigi has to stun ghosts with his flashlight. Here he goes again, and then he can suck them up. And they're held.
Thought you were going to say something else then.
Sucks on them. So the astute among you will notice that this Alan Wake pretty much directly ripped off Luigi's Mansion.
This is one of Nintendo's darker games, isn't it?
It is massively.
Yeah, it is.
I love
quite
how stylish
creepy.
it was, though, but it was still pretty creepy. I remember being... I don't say genuinely scared, but there were a few moments where I was cautious looking around corners.
Yes.
Did you grab your Hoover?
Absolutely. I had it next to me because in between playing bouts of Luigi's Mansion, I did used to masturbate using Henry.
Tell you
I was
what.
15.
I haven't been... We aren't even halfway through the video, but already this music is brilliant.
So can you remember who did it, Adam?
Shinobu Tanaka and some other guy, Kazumi Totaka or something like that. But I just call him Shin and Taz,
or
as they're known
Tanaka
in the industry.
Totaka,
No.
which I'm not aware of because I wasn't really into Pokemon.
But yeah, it looks like a really fun game. I really liked it. Like the music, especially.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal game, and I'm really glad Nintendo are doing a sequel on the 3DS. I believe it's coming out early in 2013. But
So let's talk about the sequel. how do you think it's going to work? Is it just going to be exactly the same, or what would you expect them to add to it?
I would expect it to be pretty much exactly the same, except it will probably have gyroscopic functionality for your. I suppose it would be a 3DS horror. Here we go, like this, but rather than using the controller to move the camera around, you literally tilt your 3DS about.
So kind of like an augmented reality kind of thing.
Yeah, probably.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, from what I've seen, the gameplay looks almost identical to this, so I'm really happy.
And it'll almost certainly be a bigger mansion with lots more to do and more features.
Oh yeah, well, I believe there are about 50 rooms in this, and each of them have got their own self-contained puzzles to solve. And then, of course, there's New Game Plus mode as well once you've completed it.
New Game Plus mode? I don't remember that.
Good old New Game Plus.
I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember at the end of it you fought a ghostly Bowser.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
10 years old. If you haven't played it yet, tough.
Yeah.
We just said at the start, though, if they missed it, they should play it on their Wii.
I'm almost ashamed I didn't have it. It's like one of the most popular games on the Gamecube, but I never bought it. I was too busy playing Eternal Darkness, I guess.
Well, that
I might edit out your spoiler.
Yeah. Bleep.
Oh, you can't say that.
Is this like a boss fight?
No, it's
Not
one of the
really.
challenges.
I don't really remember there being boss fights,
It's a challenge room.
except for the end.
There is a boss coming up, actually. I'm going to show a clip of it in a moment, but it's basically once you cleared a floor, or a section of each floor, you would culminate in a slightly more challenging battle with ghosts. I suppose you could
So
call it a boss
the
fight.
idea of this is that the mirror, if you look at the ghost, they will move behind you, and so you have to look in the mirror to see where they are, and suddenly turn around and hit them with your flashlight to stun them.
That's right, yes.
So I have a question: why do all the ghosts control the light switches?
Because they can't survive in light, I suppose, and it's their mansion.
Yeah, Tom, that's a well-known fact about ghosts.
But then again, if it was their mansion, why would they bother installing light switches?
Exactly. Why don't they remove all of the light bulbs and then they can just stay around forever?
It wouldn't be a very good game then, though, would it?
What? What? Sorry, I was just like, I was thinking, why do ghosts have this mansion all to themselves?
Because they're greedy. I don't know.
Couldn't you connect your Game Boy Advance up to this game? In the game?
I don't believe so.
I think you could.
You might have been able to, but I don't.
I might be just making it up, but I think you could. I mean, I never played it, but.
So these were the days of Nintendo when. Is this just a little Easter egg with you blasting a?
I'm trying to find a hidden boo in the room, and they.
How did you know the hidden boo was there?
Well, you see on your Game Boy Horror, there's that blue light at the moment. When it flashes red, that means there's a hidden boo nearby.
Okay, and that was flashing, and so.
Yeah. They sometimes
very
leave
clever.
traps for you, though, so you'll interact with an object and a bomb will fall out, and you have to run away very quickly.
I like that. I'm already seeing a lot of features in this game that seem to have influenced other games in the present.
Well, like flamethrowers.
Yeah.
This was the first game to have flamethrowers in it ever. Fact.
First game where you could suck fire into a Hoover and then set the mansion on fire.
Do you know what? I think you're right there. I don't think many other games let you use a vacuum cleaner to suck up fire.
Or detect ghosts with a Game Boy.
No. Pretty
Which,
innovative.
in many ways, they've become standard features of modern consoles.
Why, yes, I was playing Gears of War the other day when I got out my Game Boy to detect some ghosts.
Never know.
I'll tell you one really creepy room, I'm not sure if you've got footage of it, there was a nursery.
Do you know, I did have footage of it, and I edited most of it out to keep this video short.
Oh man, that was creepy as hell.
But this is part of it here.
What's going on here?
This is one of the larger ghost fights. It's not technically a boss fight. Well, it kind of is, but kind of isn't.
I had a dream like this once.
This is basically The Omen meets Insidious, if you're into your films.
Oh, God, babies are scary enough when they're alive.
Thank you for playing. Presented by
Noob Review.